Today we are in Brussels discussing about the Lisbon Treaty with the members of the European Parliament from the Czech Republic, Mr. Jiri Payne, and from United Kingdom, Mr. Bill Etheridge. My name is Natalia Grekova. Many people are saying that the European Union is democratic. Is in the EU fair competition of political parties?
Well, you only have to go to some of the articles of the treaty to see that there is an issue with this. I'd like to quote from the Lisbon Treaty, Article 17, paragraph 3, where it says, "The Commission's term of office shall be 5 years. The members of the Commission shall be chosen on the grounds of their general competence and European commitment from persons whose independence is beyond doubt." If you check this article out, first of all, what they're saying here is that they must be pro-EU project. There is no opportunity for anyone who's not pro-EU project to be in the Commission. I then move on from there. But please.
Such article from Lisbon Treaty that's very similar to article what we did have in Communist Constitution in Czech Republic, saying Communist Party has the leading role in the political system. It means there is no opposition. The opposition never can win elections. So what kind of fair competition we do have in the European Union if the Lisbon Treaty is saying opposition never will win?
Yeah, and this is added to in Article 4, where in 4.3, the Member States shall facilitate the achievement of the Union's tasks and refrain from any measure which could jeopardise the attainment of the Union's objectives. So again, it doesn't matter what the people say, the representatives on the Council have to go down this Euro-federalist route. There is no opportunity for anything different.
What about checks and balances? Is the European Parliament capable to control the European Commission?
That's a question, because for balance in the constitutional system, it's necessary to have power of the parliament to remove the government or the commission and to replace it with something better. But for confidence, the Commission, European Commission needs majority of parliamentarians of European Parliament. But to replace Commission, it needs 2/3 of parliamentarians. So it means it will never happen something like that. The Commission is very happy because no parliament can remove the Commission. They can do whatever they like. They cannot be removed.
I mean, this is preposterous. It's outrageous. If you can think in a national parliament and you say to the government, you're in power as long as we can not find 2/3 of representatives to vote against you. You never have a change of government ever. And this is exactly why it's written into the treaty, and this is exactly, when people talk of democratic deficit, they don't really see the grim detail that we're highlighting here today, and that I'm so glad that you're pointing out to us.
So if the European Parliament is not capable, what about the Council?
In the Council there are sitting ministers representing their respective nations. So normally we would expect they are representing opinion of their people. But the Lisbon Treaty, as you already mentioned, says they are obliged to support Commission, to support European Union. If any minister is voting, discussing in Council, representing really their people, so he is violating Lisbon Treaty. So now we can very well understand why Poland, Hungary, Italy or Central Europe are so criticized, because Lisbon Treaty is saying it's obligatory for you to support European Union.
That's why we hear over and over again when we sit in the Parliament so many voices raised in outrage saying populist voices, people listening to the mob, people listening to the voters. And it's almost as if that's outrageous. It's almost as if no one should dream of doing that because it's against the EU project. And this is so important that people understand that in the EU there is no true democracy.
And if you like to have democracy in European countries, if you like to have democracy back to Europe, it's necessary to do something. And what we can do is that.
And therefore, if you are not satisfied with the current status of the European Union, go to the website www.thealternative.eu and sign the declaration.
Yes, please do. It's very important that everyone gets on board.